Good morning, everybody. You can actually hear yourself think and talk. It's quiet, birds are chirping. Woke up to the squirrel above our tree. It's a nice day, way different than yesterday. 7:20. So Bmack says you don't have to have too early of a start with bears. They're pretty chill, come out around this time and start feeding, so we'll do the same. Relax, eat a Pop-Tart, and then we're gonna start glassing for bears. It's gonna be a good day. Blue skies, and I bet there'll be a lot of activity. Well, made it to glassing spot number 2. The first spot by camp didn't produce. We just saw the one bobcat, which was pretty cool, but no bears. So Brian and I just split up. He took a ridge going off a little to the left. I went to the right. This is the canyon we saw the bear in last night. Just a medium-sized brown colored bear. We'll throw the glass up and start picking it apart, but it's a nice calm day. Not a cloud in the sky.
Morning, guys. Well, Martin and I decided to split up a little bit just to try to cover more country, glass a little bit more stuff, working together. I just picked up the first bear of the morning for me anyways. I'm not sure how Martin's doing yet, but it's a pretty cool blonde color phase bear. Probably one of the more unique color phases, I'd say. Definitely a lot of chocolate, a lot of cinnamon, but blonde's pretty uncommon, although we've seen quite a few over the years out here. My dad took a nice one when he was, gosh, years ago, that he has a rug made out of. They're super pretty. He's a long ways away, and somebody forgot the attachment to the phone scope. And just to clarify, that somebody was definitely not me. Martin forgot his, so I lent my attachment, which goes on here, to Martin. I really can't tell like maturity or size just yet. There's some of those like waves kind of going through, because it's 1, 2, 3, it's probably like 4 ridges over. Has to be well over a mile, but anyways, good sign. Bears are out earlier today, just probably because it's nice weather and it hasn't been storming. We'll keep you posted. Maybe we end up going after this one in time, maybe not. Bears like over in that zone. Over in there somewhere. Bear number 2 is on the board. Currently in the spotting scope. This one's right at 800 yards. Pretty chocolatey, cinnamony color bear. Appears to be a boar. Doesn't look giant, but he's pretty nice. Just turned his head finally. Yeah, still a more immature bear. Kind of a narrow head on him, but I think because yesterday was so stormy that they're out and about feeding. So that's 2 bears for me. Just got to keep sorting through them. One of these days, one of these bears is going to be a mature bear that we're looking for. This country is crazy because it's like, it seems so easy just because the lack of underbrush. It's just green, wide open faces, but then you get to these big canyons and they just drop straight off, and they're pretty aggressive. Steep hills, big canyons. Picking them apart, picking these draws apart, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but when those bears do step out into that open stuff, it's almost like too good to be true. They just pop.
Well, my mind has started to wander in this long glassing session of not seeing any bears. So instead of looking for bears, I've started scanning for sheds. With as steep as these slopes are, I'd imagine they melt off pretty quick on the south faces. So scanning. On my first pass, I got a brown elk shed laying tines down. Looks like maybe a 5-point. Haven't been looking long at all for antlers. That is crazy. Way up here at the top of the mountain. And I was scanning, and right there to the left of that pine tree patch is where that shed is laying. We are in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Hard white, 3-point from last year, right on the spine of this ridge. We've now officially changed this video series from Bear Quest to Shed Tour. So welcome to Shed Tour, guys. I'll take over from here. Just kidding. I'll give you guys a view of what I saw now that I'm a little closer. You can see that shed. I mean, that stands out like a sore thumb. Well, just getting up to it. First ever Oregon elk shed. Just as I suspected, just a small 5-point. Laying tines down. Maybe been up here for a month. That's pretty cool. I can't believe I glassed one up. Nothing big, but a cool shed. Still pretty dark here. Definitely bleaching out a little bit on the beam. Bears are the goal this trip, so now I gotta hike up this beast side hill to get back to my backpack.
Little midday update. Martin and I just reconnected. We're about ready to head to camp. Go make a little sandwich. And this chocolate bear from this morning popped back out, so we're kind of looking at it a little more closely through the spotting scopes. It's got a good belly on it. It seems like a decent sized head, but the neck is real kind of like a longer neck, and I just feel like it's maybe like a good sized sow possibly. Definitely a mature bear. It's just the neck and the head is what's throwing us off. The belly is pretty solid. Looks like the body size is pretty good. Jag's filming it through the phone scope. What do you think?
One of the better bears I'd say we've seen. We haven't gotten a great look at the blonde over there yet, but for what I've seen, probably the best one.
Definitely it's in a spot that we could probably kill it. I know exactly how to get there, but the blonde one is intriguing too. $1 million question. Do you hold out for a big, mature boar, or do you shoot a cool blonde colored phase bear that might be a little bit smaller, a little more immature? This kind of cinnamony brown that Martin's filming right now is really common out here. Dark chocolate's quite common. Keep scouting it out, but I think we're gonna go grab lunch and then probably fill up the quads with some gas and make a little trip, see if we can get closer to that blonde bear. We're so far away that it's just really hard to make out what it is, size or age wise, and then also we haven't been able to get really any good phone scope footage of it.
Finally found a big blondie. Just popped out. Martin picked him up. Another blonde one behind us too. So we're in the blonde zone, I guess. From what I can tell, there's a little bit of a belly on him, but the head just doesn't seem blocky enough. Super pretty bear, but it's really early still on this hunt, and I don't think it's what I'm looking for yet. So until we see the one that's just like, whoa, no doubt about it, I think we're gonna just keep looking. But really cool to come and verify and actually see it from, I don't know, 1,000 yards away or so. Looks like just another average size black bear. This one's all jet black though, so it's pretty cool. Got you a good one, huh? I saw that one.
Yeah. Looks like it's pretty dry on that side.
Thoughts on the day?
Thoughts on the day? Good. I mean, dang. We saw 7 bears total now on the trip. But just nothing like next level. But if we're seeing that many bears, there's gotta be a big one floating around. So just keep driving around glassing. Hopefully don't run out of gas. We got a long ways back.
Don't jinx us, dude.
22 miles or something.
Do not jinx us. Another night back at camp. There's fire. This is where the pyro putty's good. When you totally foul up your fire. It's still going, it's still lit.
Yeah, it's about to take off.
Alright guys, tonight on the menu is reheated elk spaghetti. Pretty ideal.